Bienvenidos a la clase de español. Thank you so much for visiting our classroom. My name is Mercedes Points, and hopefully I can go through everything that I want to tell you in the next 5 to 8 minutes. A little bit about me. I'm originally from Colombia. I came to this country at the age of 8, and Westfield is the place where I've lived the longest. This is where we've raised our family. We have a girl and a boy, both of them grown up, both of them graduates of Westfield High School. I am honored to be able to teach the children in our community. I also want to introduce you to Cecilia Valdez. She is my co-teacher for 3 of the 5 periods that I teach. Her support, her knowledge, her best practices always benefit all of my classes. So I encourage you to go to her website and to see how she is. I also want to talk about the relationship between teachers and parents and how important it is, especially now. So at the end, and you will see on the website, we've included resources that hopefully should be able to support you. And always know that we are here for you. So to give you an overview, here we are on our main website. It gives you a good idea of my philosophy. I believe that the acquiring of another language is an adventure, and it is absolutely possible. Success is possible for everyone. It helps us to explore, examine, and connect to so much of our world. The middle school objectives continue to be in 8th grade to communicate effectively in Spanish. At this age, they're not only able to tell us their name or where they come from or how old they are, but they're able to describe themselves pretty well and describe their families, their likes and dislikes, their preferences, and to really have opinions on various topics, and to be able to read and also write in Spanish. Our goal is also to become familiar with the history, with the people, with the products, with the cultural habits and traditions of Spanish-speaking people. And then that will lead us, of course, to compare our own culture to those cultures with the goal of hopefully learning what another language is like, and also to possess a second soul, which is kind of like a magical concept. In the website, you will also see the materials that are needed, especially if they are in the hybrid setting and they are coming to school, to make sure that they come with a charged laptop and with all of the safety measures, the masks and the hand wipes and hand sanitizers. In terms of supplies, we ask for 2 to 3 pencils, pens of different colors, 2 pens of different colors, a highlighter, and some paper, just in case that the device does not work. Last but not least, we also ask that when they come into the classroom, that they are present. So many of us, when we get to school, our minds are full of everything that we need to do or that didn't do, or things that are coming up. And that really affects learning when it comes to our students. So we have activities that will help them kind of clear their mind and help them be present in the lesson. Right next to it, you will see the schedules for the morning and for the afternoon. Just a quick reminder that if your child is hybrid or remote and they attend virtually in the morning, they must also attend in the afternoon. This is an opportunity to clarify and to answer any questions that they may have and even get started on any homework. I also want you to know that I consider that language acquisition is an adventure, but that there are certain expectations to that adventure. The expectation is that our students really engage like travelers and adventurers, that they try not to be tourists. It's not just observation, but it's coming into classroom, speaking as much Spanish as we can from beginning to end, and to committing ourselves to learning and having an ownership in everything that we learn, and seeking out those parts that interest us and that most excite us. At the same time, we display integrity, especially when it comes to plagiarizing work or using Google translators. There are many ways for us to complete the work without engaging in those practices. What to expect at the end of eighth grade is just they're going to be more sophisticated. Their phrases are going to be more complicated, the words that they use also, and they're going to be able to make predictions and really give you insights into what they are thinking, um, and look at culture and be able to compare it. They're also going to speak it more naturally. Their pronunciation should be better and more straightforward. Um, as we continue here on the website, just wanted to come back. Here we have the calendars, and that's where you would go as a parent to check out any assignment that is due. And if you can hear, it's being loaded right now, but you can pick out whatever period and check out the assignments. We also have a whole bunch of links that we use. The most important one, of course, is Google Classroom. This is where everything is for the student. This is like one big backpack. They have all of their classes, all of their work, all of their assignments in this one classroom, Google Classroom. We have access to the Garbanzo Library, which are a series of readings that support our curriculum in the classroom. This is where they will get a lot of the reading comprehension. The other apps here we will use, whether it's to practice vocabulary or grammar. Here's a Spanish dictionary that we recommend other than Google Translate. We also use Padlet almost on a daily basis. And we use Flipgrid to communicate and show what we are able to do with the language. If you want to know the units, here are the units that we will cover this year. The Who Are You unit that continues throughout the year. We are currently going to begin just this week, the Day of the Dead celebration. And after that, we will read a novel, a very short novel, fully in Spanish, about a girl who travels to Mexico. And is about the same age as our children right now. We do a short unit on commands, which is a lot of fun. And then we move on to our daily routine and the house of our dreams. And at the end, we are going to watch a series. It's a detective series where it's a female detective and there's a crime and she is really smart and we try to guess who did it. And then the last thing that we concentrate on is the eighth grade memories and the plans and hopes that they have for the future as they are moving on to the high school. The last couple of things, not to make it long, click on the news. You will get news on Hispanic Heritage Month, on Day of the Dead, on the digital citizenship, which is really crucial, especially now in this virtual setting. Here are the resources for you with tips on questions and answers to any questions that you may have. And then a series of videos on confirming why languages and why it's important for our children. And the last thing is Musical Wednesdays, which I call the express train to acquisition. And also, it's a lot of fun. Thank you again for taking this time to listen. And please don't forget to visit Cecilia Valdez's website. Thank you and have a good evening.